Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. I know, man. It's Friday. You just got one more day to get up, get to work. You can do this.
F this. Stay home.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said F this because, as it turns out, some people want to go to work because they're F'ing that at work.
Oh.
Yeah, 14% of people say they have sex at work. And if they did not include Vicky in this study, that number would go down by a big number.
In all fairness, I don't believe Vicky has had sex at work. At this work.
Not at this work, and it wasn't during work hours.
But it was at the workplace.
Yes.
Yeah, see, Steve.
So does that count?
Steve, you don't know our girl? Are you kidding me?
Where did it happen again?
In the balcony.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
The old balcony.
It was one of those,
Well,
like...
technically, you're not in the workplace.
Okay.
I wasn't in the office.
Okay.
I was right outside looking through the window at the office.
Yeah, okay.
And technically, the radio's on 24 hours a day, so it was during
It
business
wasn't my
hours.
work hours.
You know, I like you guys are the kind of guys that would be. I did not have sex. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's you guys.
No,
define sex and define workplace.
Yeah.
Define Vicky being employed. I don't know.
That's a very good point.
Was she even working? I mean, really?
Yeah, I mean, Vicky right now isn't working. All she's doing is being paid to do what she does all the time, just go on the internet looking for memes. So she does that whether you give her money or not.
Currently looking on Twitter for awesome memes.
Yeah, that's all Vicky does, and somehow somebody made that a job. Yay, millennials, you did a great job.
I think we're winning, so you can complain all you want, but we're doing great.
Yeah, you're having sex at work, you're looking for memes, and according to this new survey, 44% of people say they have had a workplace romance.
Nice.
10% of them say it was with their boss.
Ooh, naughty.
I always think that's the right thing to do. And as long as you can keep it going, you got a great life. I mean, if it goes south, then it's really bad.
Especially if you are the boss.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody just sent us an audio clip from Vicky on the balcony.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
even know that someone had this, but apparently so.
Oh, there she. Wow.
Yeah.
Damn. Wow. Vicky's voice gets really low when she's involved in that activity.
Oh, it was cold out.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's what it was.
It messes with your vocal cord.
It was October.
Yeah. And her voice was blown out.
Oh,
Yep.
that's it. Wow.
We went to a concert the night before.
Oh, that's what it was. It was the concert.
And then it was a bachelorette party that day I went to. You know, it was a long weekend.
Yeah. Yeah. You sure it was a long weekend? Because sometimes it's a short weekend, if you know what I'm saying.
Somebody says, I had sex with my wife on the first day, on our first date in my semi-truck.
Nice.
That's the workplace for that guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's awesome. 60% of these office relationships, though, these are the romances, not the one-night stands, they ended within a year. But 25% of them led to marriage. So that's why it's tough, man. You do meet people at the workplace, and that's where you see everybody that you have a chance to be with because you're that close and you have the relationships, as opposed to going online dating or hoping maybe you meet somebody in a blind date. It makes sense that you would find your true love in a workplace.
So it says that the office romance ends typically in a year. I wonder how many people stay at the job, though.
Well, that's a good question. As I look at this, 17% of them, they did lose their job over that.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you're right. There's a lot of numbers, a lot of risk, and then there's Vicky, who doesn't care about any of it.
Somebody says they married their supervisor, so they're part of that 20-something%.
Oh, look at that. And a lot of people, they're finding out now that relationships at work might be good for productivity. This is going to be hard for HR, as it were, because you're not supposed to. A lot of companies really frown on it, and if you do, you got to go in and sign paperwork. And
yeah, good luck explaining that. We need you to do more at the workplace. Well, then let me bang my coworker.
Yeah, 92% of people say that. Literally, having a relationship at work makes them more excited to come to work. And there's a lot of words in there that shouldn't be used when we're talking about sex at work.
So staff lunch, staff orgies.
Yeah.
Did you have to say staff? Really?
Here's a question then. If you were going to have sex at the workplace, BJ,
Yes.
where would you do it?
On top of Danny.
Wow.
You know, like those
That's
two.
very weird.
Right at Danny's head, like those two monkeys. Remember that we saw the video of the two monkeys having sex on
I don't
top
know
of
if
a
Danny
guy's
can
head?
hold you up and another person.
Oh, Danny's. He's been working out.
Why do you want to have sex with Danny involved in it?
I just think it would be. I just think that it would be. It would be. It was like an awkward moment if you're having sex on somebody's head, like the monkeys do. And I figure, you know what? Let's do it that way. No, where would I like to have sex at work? Someplace with a couch, someplace comfortable. Like the green room has a couch.
The green
right?
room would probably be the best one because they have that nice red couch.
Yeah,
and it's leather, so you can kind of.
Yeah, I can.
Or fake leather. I don't know what it
Hey, you
is.
just spray it down afterwards. We got all the
Exactly.
really cool lights.
Oh yeah. All right. So see, I picked a good place.
I think I do the studio, and then turn the mics on, but not super loud, just loud enough so someone's like, "What the hell is that sound in the background?" You know, so like I was like a song is playing, all of a sudden you just kind of hear like that.
Oh, jeez. That would be cool because people might be thinking they're hearing people have sex in their apartment or their
Right.
house or whatever. They may not think it's coming from the radio. That's great.
See, that is what I imagine you sound more like.
I'm not surprised, and it makes me realize now that time where you were so loud that your neighbor had to call in and complain. I'm wondering if you're that guy, Steve, that you just want people to
I'm
know
not
that you're doing a good
loud.
job.
I'm not loud. The turtle's loud.
Hashtag humble brag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm not loud. I'm getting it done. I'm making it loud.
What about Rev? Where would you do it?
I was thinking the green room, and then I was thinking
with
the
with BJ?
studios. No, not with BJ. No.
How about on Danny's head? That's that's open again.
But we've got all of these really awesome, like, stadium foam seatings that essentially, like, act like those wedges that you see online.
Oh, yeah.
You can get into some funky positions out there.
Oh, I hadn't thought about those.
And it's kind of an open space.
See, I thought the stadium seating was for for people to watch Steve perform.
I just thought of a better one.
Oh, yeah? Where?
Well, I mean, it is in the green room, but to film it, then you could put fun videos in the background as you're having sex.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have
Because you
the
have a
turtle
green
sex
screen.
in the background.
Yeah.
It's like you're soaring over the coastline.
Fireworks when everything's ending.
You'd be on the Eiffel Tower.
Maybe
All right.
a shot of like a river flowing or a waterfall.
I'm not. Yeah, that's
Nice beach.
Yeah, as long as we don't have the turtle sex one, I don't think I want that on the screen or the umpire with the groaning.
An eagle flying in the sunset.
Make it
Yeah.
American.
Yeah, America.
How about an audience that does like a golf clap when you're done?
Nice.
You could do that.
Oh, there you go. I love built-in audience. I could use that.
You could even like green screen Tiger Woods behind you, putting a hole in one.
Pardon me. All right, Tiger Woods is the right guy too, by the way.
Somebody says, Vicky, if you want to break in the new office, I'm your Huckleberry.
Oh, okay.
Sexier words have never been spoken to me.
Well, I was surprised at how long it took for you to get an offer of sex, Vicky. The Texans are getting really slow in their old age.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Maybe you're the kind of person, you drive by your favorite fast food restaurant and you're thinking, hey, man, I'd love to own one of those, make some cash.
Do you have one that you've ever thought of?
Oh, yeah, Dairy Queen.
Dairy
I'd
Queen.
love to own a Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I would eat all the profits, so it'd be over.
We've always, obviously my wife's a little more health conscious, but the one that pops up in our head, we think it'd be cool. You know that place, Cafe Yum?
Yes.
The Yum Bowls?
Oh, those are
It'd be
so
cool
good.
to have one in Puyallup.
I agree. Cafe Yum's a joint.
Yes.
Yeah. And the one that I think we can all agree on that might be the easiest to afford but the hardest to get is Chick-fil-A. I guess they open 100 to 115 new restaurants a year.
Hello, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, man, but it is harder to get into Harvard. It's harder to get into a Chick-fil-A franchise than it is to get into Harvard.
I mean, I'm shocked by that, but in a weird way, I'm not, because it's not like as if a lot of Chick-fil-A's open up. I mean, it took forever before we got a Chick-fil-A here in the Seattle area. Now we have 3.
Yeah, and I tell
within
you,
the close proximity.
And yet, I feel like opening 100 to 115 new restaurants a year is a lot. You think that we would, yeah, but it's not easy. They run over 2,200 restaurants in 47 states, and the average restaurant makes more than $4 million in annual sales. That's not bad.
Plus, you get Sundays off.
And you get Sundays off. You're right.
Guaranteed one day off.
So Carrie Kurlander is the vice president of PR for Chick-fil-A, and she says the chain receives more than 40,000 inquiries per year from people that are interested in becoming restaurant operators. That's the company's term for franchisee. But it's a little different at Chick-fil-A. Like a lot of other places you want to get, you got to spend maybe, $75,000 to $100,000 to more to get the rights and to build it and get it done.
Because you basically just get the name, and then everything else you got to purchase the property. For some of them, I've heard.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is completely different. It only costs you $10,000 to be granted the rights necessary to operate a franchise Chick-fil-A. And the operators that have the Chick-fil-A, they don't own the land or the restaurant themselves. The company pays all the startup costs, including the real estate construction and equipment, which is why it's only $10,000 for you to put in. But, man.
Yeah, they said it not really called owners and more called operators because they're operating it.
I like that because then... to me, it's a difference because if Chick-fil-A still has a huge, fingerprint on the operations because they own it, you kind of think the quality control is a little better because sometimes you walk into other places and they go, you know what, it's our name's on there,
better days,
but it's run by Slappy over there. I've been that way where you walk into one particular franchise place and it's not the same as someplace else, even though it's got the same name on it.
Yeah, and then sometimes the place doesn't look... I mean, I've only been to a few Chick-fil-A's, but every time I've gone to one, they all look great in the inside. You know what I mean?
And everybody is always so nice and friendly, and they even, they say my pleasure instead of, you're welcome.
Because those damn chicken nuggets are delicious.
Oh, so good. Dude, $10,000 is not a lot. You want to put an application in? I think we could pull our money together. All of us will open up a Chick-fil-A.
Sure. I mean, let's get out of the radio business and just do Chick-fil-A.
Well, we don't even have to do anything. We'll just we'll hire people.
Just like the radio business.
Yes.
Nice. We'll have 2 jobs where we do nothing.
The average they say they make is $4 million a year, and I don't know how much I got to give that to Chick-fil-A. It doesn't say if I got to give a percentage of what we earn. I don't know, but $4 million a year.
Well, time to put in the application.
That's not.
There's
bad.
No guarantee, though. I mean, obviously, not everyone gets it.
No, what they're saying is this: 40,000 people hope to become operators. So, and again, there's only 100 to 115 new restaurants per year. So, out of the 40,000, that's only who's going to make it is 115. Meanwhile, Harvard, they get 42,000 applicants for their school. And they admit about 1,900 people. So it's easier to get into Harvard than it is to get into a Chick-fil-A.
Somebody says that it's because they vet you through your church, and you have to prove to them that you're an upstanding citizen.
Oh, through the church. Oh,
dude.
See, that's why you've got to be the face.
I'm your go-to guy. I'm the perfect face for this.
Well, you got to hide me because I don't go to church. They're not going to let me do it.
I got to play drums for Jesus. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's go.
Do you think they'll find out about me if I'm the money man and you're the face?
Well, just give me the money.
We're going to sign a deal somehow. I can't just give you money.
We'll wait a little while before.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen?
What?
I give you $10,000, and you all of a sudden go, I don't know what happened with the Chick-fil-A, but these look at all the new hockey gear I got. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, come on. I'd at least get some new drum stuff, too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot. It wouldn't just be about hockey.
And some sweet new sneakers.
Yeah. I got some disturbing stuff going on about young kids. I told you what my therapist told me years ago about the fact that my generation of parents, who basically are responsible for the millennials are out there, we have stunted the autonomy of children by being helicopter parents, and it's not getting any better.
Okay.
And now there's a new study that the average person, and I said, 26 was the new 21, that's what he told me. Now, the average person doesn't think they're grown up until age 33.
Seems about right.
Dude, that's not good. I mean, really. I mean, that's like double the age. You're almost double the age of when you used to be considered a grown-up. 18 years old, you would be able to go out and do your own thing. And people expected you to be able to go out and take care of yourself. Now, these
what do they mean by grown-up? Like, what is the stipulation in their head?
They've got the top 10 signs that you're not a grown-up.
Oh, exciting.
And still an adult child.
I wonder if I've passed or failed.
All right.
I bet I'm still on the side of not grown up on all of these.
Some of these I don't understand. See, I don't understand these.
All right, well, let's just try and have fun, BJ.
Yeah. No, but I mean, it's like I don't know why anybody would make fun of somebody for doing that. You're going to agree with me on number 2.
Okay.
I mean, do you think you're not a grown up because you got a tattoo?
No, there's other reasons why I think I'm not a grown up.
Well, yeah, I would go with you on that. But that's the number 2 reason.
But some people feel there's a certain age where you should stop getting tattoos.
Really?
And I think that's ridiculous. If tattoos make you happy and it's not affecting you in your life in any shape, then what does it matter? I get that it used to be that way, but you're right, Steve. Tattoo, it's such an art form, and it means so much to people. I mean, there's so much behind getting tattoos now that it's not like it used to be. It's not like an anchor saying "mum" on there.
It's so much different now.
Mum.
Granted,
M-U-M? Hello,
Yeah, M-U-M. Hello,
Hey,
Mum.
Mum.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm 1 for 1 so far on not being an adult.
This one here is me, and it's too bad Vicky's not here but Rev and Vicky do this. Binge watching an entire season of a TV show in a week.
Ah, you child.
Yeah.
I almost did the entirety of season 3 of Better Call Saul this weekend.
Yeah.
I think
Why do you want to trying to get a good nap in?
No, I've liked it so far. What are you hating on Saul for?
All right, fine. Nothing happens. That's why.
It's Steve's not a big fan of slow moving shows.
It is a bit slow, but it was good
I'm
for
not a fan
weekend.
of boring television. Sorry.
Shots fired, man. It's something I enjoy, you jerk.
I'm sorry. I like the first season and a half.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Steve. I mean, there's something about there's not as much tension as there was in Breaking Bad, and probably because it's a prequel and you know everybody's going to be okay.
Yeah,
that really hurts prequels a lot.
Yeah, that is an issue with the prequels, but I still enjoy it. I like seeing Saul on TV, man.
I agree.
Good old Jimmy McGill.
And actually, and they do a good job with the show. But anyway, I'm getting lost in the sauce over here. Number 3 on the list.
Okay.
Being in group text chats with your friends means you're not an adult.
Man, I'm such a juvenile.
Yeah.
All my and some of the names of our group texts are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like bad words. Yeah. And then whenever it pops up on my phone, my wife's like, well, who's texting you and their name starts with the C word? Like I'm like, that's Munson and
of course
Jay.
it's Munson. You don't even have to tell me who it is.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Munson's involved.
Our group texts are ridiculous.
Yeah. How about this? Using Snapchat selfie filters means you're not an adult yet.
Oh boy, we're all guilty of that.
You're all adult children.
Not me.
Oh, the adult over here.
Yeah.
The one thing so far.
If not for Sarah, I wouldn't be involved in that, but she's always putting filters on me, and a lot of times I don't even know it.
That's my favorite thing about your Snapchat feed, which is BJ Shea on Snapchat. I just love going to it because I know that 95% of the time that you're talking in front of it, I don't even care what you're talking about. A lot of time the volume's down. I don't even know what you're saying. But you have bunny ears on, or you have the dog face, and Sarah's a genius for doing that.
Oh, yeah, she's a wonderful child.
She's done good.
Yeah,
she taught her right.
She's not grown up.
Okay.
How about this? Buying a pair of limited edition sneakers means you're not a grown up.
I haven't done that, but I just signed up for an email blast because there's a new Janowski brand of Nikes that are coming out, and I want to get them once they come out, and I might have just recently bought 2 new pairs, and which totals me to 8 pairs of that brand.
God.
You're a child.
Wow.
Look at the new ones I got, though. They got camo on them. And
Oh, those are cool.
Those are good. Those are nice. I like those shoes, man.
What are you going to stop? T-shirts or shoes?
Well, T-shirts are a little bit cheaper.
Oh, okay.
And they don't say anything about T-shirts right now, so you're good. Listening to pop music, though, means you're a child. Isn't that interesting? If you keep your musical tastes open, which artistically I think is always a good thing, it means you're a child because a lot of people freeze on the music they grew up.
Yeah. So I mean, would pop be just popular music? It could be anything. Just current popular music.
That's what pop music is. Yeah. That's what I'm assuming the definition is. How about this one? And I think, this means you're not grown up because who's doing this? I don't even know anybody who does this. Voting for someone on a reality singing show.
Well, yeah, I just wanted to see that girl get through on The Voice.
Oh, sure you did, yeah.
I've never done that, ever. And we've watched plenty of those reality shows. We don't do it anymore because it just sucked the life out of you. They're just too much. 2 hours here, hour there, all in 1 week. But, I mean, we've watched American Idol quite a bit. And The Voice we were obsessed with for the first season or two until it got boring like Better Call Saul.
Oh, rude.
Wow. But we never once voted.
Yeah, I don't know anybody who did. So that's
all right. So cool. I haven't done one of these.
Going to a music festival, really? How about this? Regularly raiding your cupboards for cookies.
Oh, yeah.
Means you're a child and not an adult.
Or maybe you're in a state where marijuana's legal.
Yeah, or maybe you're just hungry.
It's a really weird list, isn't it? I think we're all stunted. Using a funny phone case. Yeah, I just get that guy. Yeah, I'm not that guy either. I just get whatever will keep it from breaking.
My wife's is amazing because it's a Katy Perry one that is bedazzled and it has cat ears on it. Yeah. It's fantastic.
I usually have a clear one, but then there was that time where I had that cartoon version that, you remember we had the cartoon pictures of us, and I cut out my face and I put it on there, so whenever I would take a picture, people would see my face. That was probably very immature.
Yeah, that was very immature.
So I guess I would fall on that one.
How about waiting in line for a new iPhone? Or chugging beer? Or using a selfie stick? These are ones that just didn't make the top 10.
I haven't done the iPhone or the selfie stick one, so chugging a beer. Dyeing your hair all these crazy colors. Well, everybody's doing this. I'm seeing anybody of any age, especially women, doing this.
Yeah, I just dyed my chest hair purple.
Did you really?
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. Here's another question from a listener. I'm getting my wages garnished. Can bankruptcy help with that?
Absolutely. One of the big reasons people file bankruptcy is because they have a judgment or a lawsuit against them, or their wages are getting garnished, and so they can't pay their other regular ongoing bills. People sometimes think that you can't file bankruptcy once they have a judgment against them or once a garnishment has started, and that's not true. Filing bankruptcy will immediately stop any garnishment that you have going, except for child support, and stop your creditors from continuing on with garnishments of your bank account, your wages, and in most cases will discharge that liability through the bankruptcy process. And we can file a bankruptcy case for you usually the day you come in.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.